BasketCaseCorey here with my review of StarField. It it was good. It was good. Honestly, I think it was good. But that's because I came at it from the aspect of it being a Bethesda RPG in space. And it definitely has a lot of loading screens. I mean, a lot of loading screens. But at this point, I think that's just baked into how Bethesda makes games. I saw a post a little while ago that it stated that the reason why Bethesda games always have loading screens is the object permanence. So like that you can bring 1,000 pieces of bread and throw it at somebody type deal, or all the wheels of cheese, and that's what forces the loading screens. And it does get a little abundant, but if you look past it and just look at it as the game within the Bethesda framework, it's a good game. And it's a Bethesda RPG in space. It is not a space simulator that's an RPG, and that's definitely going to turn a lot of people away. I was fortunate enough to not start playing Starfield until after the rover came out, so I didn't have to deal with all the problems of having to walk across planets because I basically had myself a warthog that was a little more bouncy to travel everywhere. And I was like, great. Honestly, I think the rover should have been there from the beginning because having it there from the beginning myself, I don't have the complaint that everything's empty and it takes too far to get everywhere. Do think that makes a huge difference. It's very easy to get early on. You just do a couple quests, save up some cash. You can purchase it at any of the spaceship stations that you'll see scattered throughout. I believe that there's room in the market for games like this. It's an RPG in space, so don't expect Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen. I expect Fallout 4. Not gonna lie, utilizing fast travel is great. it does lose the immersion of the space game, but being able to fast travel from planet to planet once you've gotten there for the first time really makes getting through the story more of a Fallout or Skyrim esque experience where you teleport to Whiterun, you turn in your stuff and set up your house, then you teleport close to your next destination, and then go from there in the adventuring. And that's the best way to tackle this as you go through. And even though it's not full space sim, it really does do the space battles very well. They're a lot of fun, and if you follow the correct quest lines, you can actually get some really good ships for free by doing side quests. I will admit, one downside is the base in shipbuilding. The base building is pretty simple. Same with the shipbuilding. Like there's a bunch of parts, but you can't rotate them, and you just kind of have to work with the system rather than the system working with you. And you don't even need to create a base if you don't want to. The base building and the colonizing planets and moving resources and the crafting of your weapons and stuff is more if you plan on putting in the 200 or 300 hours into Starfield, exploring every planet, exploring everything that there is to offer. That's where the base building comes in, because if you really don't want to, there's this main hub in the game where it's called the Lodge, where you and your companions basically meet up for missions and meetings and this kind of stuff. A lot of the debates happen in the Lodge type deal, but they have everything that you would need for base building there, like all the crafting stations, all of the other stuff, a good storage units, and you can transfer from your ship and that kind of stuff. So if you don't want to build a base, you don't have to. Personally, I didn't find the base building very thrilling. It's there. Being able to land on any planet and then go do little mystery things and get loot and resources and that kind of stuff, it's good. It's fun, but definitely is one of those I love this game, I'm gonna sink more time into it type deal. As much as I like the game, and I'm very happy I played through it and I've gotten through it, I don't foresee myself going into the new game plus. Is part of the deal is once you beat the game, it sends you into new game plus. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like, yeah, the new game plus territory gets really wild. It's janky, it's cool. It covers a topic that they pulled off really well because you can do an infinite amount of new game pluses, and how they do that in game and in lore is really cool. I'm not going to spoil it. It took me 40 hours to get almost to the end. At the 40-hour mark, I got to the second to last mission. I got to level 25 there. And then the last mission, you have to be level 40 for. You have to grind out quite a few levels. I don't think you have to be level 40, but it encourages you to be level 40. So you have to grind it out a ton of levels to get there, and it took quite a bit of time. The majority of the story you can really get done in that first 40 hours if you're focused on the story itself. It's just that last mission and leading up to it and getting the rest of the pieces needed for that, which is mostly the levels. There aren't very many pieces to collect, and how it has you explore is kind of like leveled zones, like Elder Scrolls Online, where different regions had different levels. I think they got rid of that system, but when Elder Scrolls Online first came out, different regions would have different level areas, and it's like that with planets in StarField. Different planets and solar systems have levels. You need to work on them. Oh, hey, in the recording I have up there, there's the rover. I love that thing. That rover is amazing. It's my favorite thing. I recorded a section of my own gameplay to put in the background there, and the rover is a lot of fun. I do plan on making going to the liquor store memes with said rover. Not gonna lie, it's pretty good. So overall, I'm gonna say that StarField is, I say, a 7 out of 10 for me. But I think I approached it the right way. My review, 7 out of 10. Definitely worth it if you like Bethesda RPGs. If you're looking for something a little more spacey, there's No Man's Sky, Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous. We've got a few more coming out soon. There's one I'm interested in called Jump Ship. Hopefully we'll be covering that on the channel. I'm gonna give it a try. See if I can convince my friends to play, because I hear it's Sea of Thieves in space. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But nonetheless, thank you for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye.